Good morning, Snippets. I'm on my way to work right now, against all odds. Today is the first day of Thanksgiving break, but before I start Thanksgiving break, I have to make it to 5 o'clock because I have classes and work today. The biggest thing that I have going on is that I have my Japanese oral interview final with Perfume Sensei today, which I am very, very nervous about. I have never had Perfume Sensei as a teacher before, and so I don't really know like what her interviews are like. I've always had Fuji Sensei for 4 semesters now, and this is an upper level class, so she's gonna expect a whole lot of me, and I don't know. I'm really nervous about how it's gonna go. I volunteered to go first just to get it over with so that I could go back to work afterwards and like get hours. It's only gonna be 15 minutes max of me sitting in there not knowing what the heck I'm doing, so it won't be that bad, but anyways, yeah, that's the biggest thing I have going on today. And then, you know, other regular things. And once I hit 5, I'll be on Thanksgiving break. I'm staying in Waco for Thanksgiving, so I don't have like a lot to look forward to except for nothing, which is something to look forward to in itself. So anyways, I'm at work now. Gonna get busy on my day. Okay, friends, so done with my Japanese oral. I went to work, and then I went to Korean, which was fine. And then, like, while I was at work, and then, like, after Korean, before my oral, I was studying for my oral. I was, like reading over my speeches and stuff. And then, whenever 11 o'clock came, I went to Sensei's office. I had 15 minutes, and she went over my speech about my hometown, my essay about Japanese suicide rates, and my speech about the kotowaza, like, the proof is in the pudding, or ron yori shoko in Japanese. So I had to explain those and like talk about them a little bit, and it went really bad. I wrote the speeches and like the essays and stuff, but I still I had a hard time explaining my points because I forgot a lot of my own vocab that I used. Yeah, like whenever she was asking me questions, like they were totally questions that I could have answered had I been like properly prepared, but I didn't prepare as well as I should have. And so like I had a hard time answering like a lot of the questions she was asking. And so after my oral was over, she just talked to me for a minute or two about how like she wants me to do better, she knows I can do better, and like she told me like what I need to do, like as far as like I need to participate more in class. Like this semester's just been really rough, so like she's like, I noticed you've been really quiet lately, and I was just like explaining to her how like, yeah, like this has been a rough semester. Like she was just telling me how like you can do better and I want you to do better, like, but you have to take more initiative, like you have to participate more, because like my like taking a risk by asking stupid questions in class will help everybody else out too, because they probably have the same questions I do. So it's just, yeah, yeah, it happened, and it's over, and there's nothing I can do about it now, and there's only 2 assignments left in Japanese for the semester, and that's our debate next week over the movie that I haven't watched yet, that I need to watch over the break, and then we have our final sakubun writing, which is, I think, gonna be like during class. I guess we're gonna do it during class. I don't know. During like our final time. I don't know. So those are only my only grades left and showing up, but we only have 2 more classes. So it's gonna be interesting seeing what my grades end up being this semester. Japanese, I don't know if it's gonna be a B+ or a B or what. I'm pretty sure with that oral though, I might be like a B now. I don't know. But it's over. That part of my life's over. Now I'm back at work and I need to edit vlogs, do my French homework, then I'm going to lunch. Actually, oh yeah. So yeah, for our last minute hangout, Adriana and I decided we were gonna get lunch together, and then I invited Sarah, and then I was like, why don't we just make it like a last minute hangout thing for KSA? So I posted on the KSA page that we were going to eat lunch at Mimo at 12. So we're gonna have like a last minute hangout with some KSA people for whoever wants to come. So I'm looking forward to that. But until then, I need to get to doing some work right now. Alright, so after a very short time at work, I'm on my way to lunch now. Going to meet everybody with KSA for lunch, and should be a great time. We're going to Memorial. I'm trying to get there a little bit early because Tuesday, Thursday class goes out at 12:15 and it's right now 12, so I'm trying to beat the lunch rush to get tables. So let's go. That booty
it's
dough.
weird because yesterday I was snapping him of my food, and he happened to be in the same dining hall as me. And then today,
at the same time.
No, he ended up coming. But I didn't tell him where I was, you know? And then he was like with Vivian and all of them. So it was like weird coincidence. And today, I was just like, I was in Old Main or whatever. I didn't tell him where we were going. I was snapping him. And then we ended up in the same dining hall. He always catches me eating.
I think it's supposed to eat all the time.
Oh no. Stalker child.
I was really hoping French class would get canceled like it has the past 2 days. Jason texted me, said that we have French class today, so I'm on my way there now. Well, I just left the office. I didn't get a lot done as much as I wanted to, so I'm gonna have to do that whenever I get back from French class. So head there now, and then my break will kind of start. Well, I'll have to go back to work, but I'll be done with classes at least till Monday. Okay, so I just got out of French class. In my French class today, there was a whopping 7 people out of our class of like 21 or 22 or something like that. There were 7 of us today, so I guess that's almost half, but still. Actually, I guess that's only like a third. Yeah, a third of my class was there today. So we all got a lot of like individual speaking time. Yeah, class was super weird, and she let us out like 10 minutes early because whenever there's like less people there, you go through all the questions faster. So she ran out of stuff to say. So class was only like 40 minutes long instead of 50, so yay! Now I'm officially done with classes for Thanksgiving break, and I just have to get through another like 2.5 hours? Yeah, 2.5 hours at work, and then I will be on my break officially. I'm taking the rest of the night off. I'm going to see Interstellar with AMIB tonight. I'm going again because I'm giving some people rides because people need rides to the movie theaters. So I was like, okay, I'll go again because I mean, it was good. So yeah. So I need to get through a couple hours at work. Let's see what I can get done, and then I'll be on break officially. Okay, I was working on this, but I can't anymore. My brain is like so drained from like working for the past couple hours that I just need to go home. I need to start my break now. I'm done. Bye. I'll come back to this on Monday. So I am just now leaving the office, and I'm officially starting my Thanksgiving break. Finally. Oh man, I'm so glad to be on break. I need this so much for my life right now. I'm so looking forward to like doing absolutely nothing for the next couple days. And by absolutely nothing, I mean that I'm still gonna be studying, but like I don't have to like go to class or go to work or do anything productive. I could just like study in my room or wherever, and it doesn't matter. So I'm headed back to Brooks right now to why did I decide to take the hill instead of the stairs? That was stupid. I'm headed back to Brooks to put my stuff down, and then I need to eat dinner. I don't even know what dining halls are open, if there's any open for dinner today. I know that they're gonna be closed for the Thanksgiving break, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about eating. And then around like 7:10, I'm taking a group from AMIV to the movies. There's a couple of cars of us going. I'm taking one of the cars. We're going to see Interstellar again. I mean, I guess I'm going to see it again because we're going to Froyo afterwards. So that was my main incentive for wanting to go. Plus, they needed someone to drive. So it's like, hey, I have a car. I can do that now, so I'll do it. So I'm gonna head back to Brooks and put my stuff down and officially start my break. Bye. Bye. Bye, JD. Bye, Kayla. Okay, so I am now on my way to go to the movies. I was just playing Smash with Brian and JD for a little while, and now I'm going to pick everybody up and take everybody to Starplex. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this movie the second time. Now that like this is my second time seeing it, like I'm gonna try and catch like all the little details that I didn't catch before, or like try and appreciate more of like the aesthetic parts of the movie that I couldn't really appreciate as much before because I was still trying to figure out like the storyline. Now that I know it, I want to try and see like if I can figure out like the cool things that make the movie look cool. So I'm gonna go pick everybody up, and then we'll be there. Let's go. Oh, I'm supposed to step. Let's go. Okay, so fast forward. I'm not going back up from the movies. So Interstellar was just as good the second time. I'm glad I saw it a second time because I caught on to a lot of things that I didn't understand the first time. Just because the first time I saw it, I was like so overwhelmed by everything that was happening. I missed a lot of like the little stuff, like the details and stuff. Like I caught those this time because I knew the whole plot now. So that was good. But I still, like, there's like 2 or 3 big moments that like are supposed to make you jump in your seat. And even though I knew they were coming, I still like got startled. But that's just my nature, I guess. It was really good. I'm so glad I saw it a second time. And I'm glad that I was able to like drive people. Like, that's the great thing about having my car, is that like people needed to be driven, and I was able to drive like a full car of people. So that felt good. So the movie was great. And then we went to Wendy's afterwards because we were starving. So about half of our AMIV group went to Wendy's, and now I parked my car in the parking garage and dropped off the boys at Pinland and Martin that I drove, and now I'm walking back to Brooks. Now I know tomorrow we're supposed to lose water, like, or hot water, like all day, and we're supposed to lose like complete water for like 2 hours, I think. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about taking a shower tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hope that I don't need a shower tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, and I also heard that it's supposed to get really cold tomorrow, like colder than today. So that kind of worries me as well. But whatever. I'm walking back to Brooks now, and the lights, the Christmas lights are all lit and everything. So I'm gonna head back upstairs. JD's the only one here. Brian and Jacob already left. So I'm sure JD's still awake. So maybe I'll go upstairs and maybe he'll want to like play Smash Brothers or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, guys. So I came back and I played Smash Brothers for a while. And now I am really tired. So I will see you guys tomorrow for at least another minute. Good night.